Welcome back to OneStopTutorials.com. It's me, Alibaba, back again. How you doing, everyone? It's great to be here. Now let's get on with the coffee cake recipe books. Okay, now what we got here is we can basically duplicate the actual whole outline. Okay, then what we need to do is we're going to need to make a div for this image. Okay, then all we have is some text. We'll probably make this into an H2 and H3 tag. We'll make this into a paragraph tag, and that is about it. So let's get straight into it. So what do we want to do first? Let's duplicate the whole of this section here. Okay, so let's duplicate from div class top bar all the way down to the closing div, which is here underneath the UL. Control or Command C that, Control or Command V that. I'm just going to delete from UL to UL, and I'm going to change this to coffee cake recipe books. Okay, that's looking good. Let's have a look, make sure it's there. Okay, so let's get formatting. Well, inside of div class top bar content, we're going to make another class because we're going to duplicate this, and I'm going to make a div class and I'm going to call it books. Just call it book. Okay, I'm going to close that up. Underneath that, I'm going to want to have, let's have a look at the original here. We're going to want to have some text here. Okay, so we're going to want to make this a heading, and then we want some paragraph. Okay, so let's make a H3 tag. Like I said before, H1, H2, H3s are really important. Okay, your website should have them. H1 should be the main title. Okay, H2s and H3s, I'll explain a little bit more a bit later on when we get into some more SEO stuff about this actual coding. Okay, so H3, this is the header. In fact, no, this is the name of the book. In fact, no, just let it go, Ali. Just going to put name of book. Okay, name of book. Happy? Yep. Next, we want a P tag, and we're going to put some information. This is some text about the book. Okay, always put your text inside of P tags. Very clean coding. I'm just gonna paste this. I'll do a few more. There we go, and I'm going to close the P. So that's looking nice. We got our div in there, which is where the book's going to be. We got a title, which is going to go to the right of that div, and then we got the text about that book. Let's get stylizing. The first thing we want to stylize is the book. Okay, open and close brackets, and as it's a class, it starts with a dot. What do we want to do here? Well, I want to float this book. Okay, I want to float the image to the left, so that the image will be to the left and the text will be able to wrap around it to the right. Next, I need to specify the width, and let's say 79 pixels. The book might get a bit bigger. Let's do a height of 100 pixels. And what else do I want to do? I'm going to apply some margin. I'm going to do 4 coordinates, and it's going to be to the margin to the top, it's going to be 2 pixels. It's going to push it down 2 pixels. To the right, so it's going to push it left to 5 pixels. I don't want any at the bottom, and I want some at the left pushing it to the right, which is going to be 4 pixels. Okay, let's have a look, see if our thing is getting inside of there, and there we go. There is our actual div where we're going to put our image. So the next thing I need to do is I need to format the text. As you can see, it's not formatted, and the text is inside of the top bar content. It's not inside of the book. As you can see, there's the book and there's the closing, so it's actually inside of the top bar content, and we have an H3 and we have a P. So top bar content, I'm just going to Control or Command C that one just to save time on typing, and let's add some font stuff. So font, let's do font family Arial, bog standard Arial. Let's do font weight. I might make this bold. Okay, font size, let's make it 12 pixels. It's going to be bold, but it's going to be 12 pixels. We need to make color, even though by default it's black, but I like to specify it just in case I want to change it. 1, 2, 3, and then let's do some, I don't know, margin 0 pixels and a bit of padding of 0 pixels. Looking good. And as we named it H3, we need to have top bar content space H3. I'm just going to duplicate this again, Control or Command C, Control or Command V to paste. I'm going to change H3 to P because we want to format the P tag now. Basically all I want to do here is make the font weight to be normal, which is basically not bold. Let's have a look how we're looking here. and there we go. So as you can see, the text, we got our H3 here. Okay, if we wanted to, we could apply some margin at the top or padding, and as you can see, it's wrapping around. I'm going to delete that because I'm only going to have it to about there. So as we got one in, and in our original we had two, and we're probably more than likely during the process have more, let's actually copy that. So we need to copy from div class book all the way down to the closing P. So Control or Command C. First thing I want to do is add a bit of space. I'm going to do a bracket. I'm going to do a break. That's the break tag, and then I'm going to paste a new one in. Let's have a look. And there is our next one. And we can just basically, if we wanted to, just keep repeating that whole process. So we could just, in theory, just keep doing that, and that would just keep moving it down, 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 and applying more books. Okay. One second, let me just do a few Control Command Z's here. I only want 2 at the moment. We can come back and add more later. Let's have a look. There we go. Okay, and let's just check I've got no more spacing. No, that's looking good. So there you go, you've got your coffee cake recipe books in. Okay, and in the next tutorial we need to get started on the big bad section, which is here, the content section. Coffee cake recipe, we're going to get our actual cake in, we're going to come down, get these thumbs in. We're going to be pretty much getting to an end now where we can actually start inputting some of our information and start getting this theory working. Take it easy, guys and girls. Catch you at the next one-stop tutorial.